It looks so good. Okay, so the next recipe I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be filming in a slightly different way, so I'm sorry about that, but it's just that I'm filming at university now and this is the easiest way to do it. This next recipe is a pumpkin pasta. The first thing we want to do is just chop up 1 clove of garlic. I'm just cutting off the ends. And then crush it with the blade of the knife. So I'm just setting my water to boil here for my pasta, and then here is my onion. I might use some orzo because I bought loads and loads of orzo because I love orzo so much. So I'm going to pour some orzo in here now. Okay, so the next thing we are cutting up is a red cabbage. You could also use normal green cabbage, but I prefer red cabbage myself. Half a glass of almond milk, and this is roasted almond milk, so it's not the unsweetened one. And then of course our best and favourite ingredient, which is pumpkin. Okay, so this is my pasta and cabbage, and I'm just going to pour it in here. And also I've had to cook another load of onions. It's just that basically the ones that I fried up, I realised afterwards that they'd kind of gone bad and I didn't want to eat them, so I'm just frying up another load. So here are my butternut squash. Officially done, and it looks amazing. I'm so excited to eat this. And there we have it. This looks incredible. I'm so excited to eat it. So the next recipe, which I will be showing you with extremely messy hair, is the best pumpkin French toast, vegan French toast. I'm really excited to show you this one. and I'm really excited to actually eat them because I haven't had them for a while. First thing we're going to do is get our can of pumpkin. So the ingredients you're going to need for this recipe are obviously some pumpkin. You're going to need some dairy-free milk, some corn flour, and then there are 4 optional ingredients. So that's baking powder, cinnamon, nutmeg, and mixed spice. Oh, and obviously a piece of bread. I'm going for just normal brown bread, but it kind of does work better with big fluffy white bread. I'm gonna go 1, 2. So you want to add milk until it's kind of drowning the pumpkin. Also going to add, not a heaped teaspoon, just a kind of flat teaspoon worth of baking powder. And maple syrup is the next thing, which is optional. Then spices are really to taste, it depends on how much you like, but I'm going to add literally a pinch of mixed spice, quite a lot of cinnamon because I like cinnamon. By the way, if you're in America, this is pumpkin pie spice, but in the UK it's sold as mixed spice. Okay, so this is what it should look like. And we are just going to cover it in the mixture as you would with if you were making normal French toast. So this next thing obviously you don't have to do, but I would really recommend it because it actually makes it taste so much better, but add some dairy-free butter. Violife butter is the best one, but we couldn't find it when I was shopping for university, so I've got this one, which is sunflower oil. I'm adding a teaspoon worth of butter. So this cooked for about 10 minutes in total, and now I am going to enjoy it. It goes really well with either maple syrup on top or peanut butter and banana.